Hey guys, it's Numismatics, and a few eagle-eyed viewers noticed that I hadn't finished this box when it became the end of the last video. Normally I try around 10 to 12 minutes of video. I think any more than that and everyone gets bored and goes to sleep. Any less than that and I can't add advertising breaks in the right place. So for me, at any rate, I try and make most of my videos about the 10 to 12 minutes in length, which seems to be the optimal kind of length. So let's take a look at the stuff that's in this box. I'm so sorry, the owner of this beautiful red dragon of Wales. He sent some bullion coins in, and you need to be quite careful with these bullion coins. I think that the Royal Mint don't mint these coins very well, and a lot of them are less than perfect. I'm not sure this particular one deserved a 62. I think that was a bit mean by NGC, but yeah, very odd. Maybe I should have realised what they might do, but I think they overzealously graded these coins. So, I mean, I can't complain because generally I get coins like this which get a 70. So it just happens every now and again that they just, maybe some grader sits in the corner and says, I'm really going to mark down these coins. But generally they do pretty well. But do watch out for those Queen's Beast bullion coins. This guy put in a few of them and none of them did terribly well. It may just be the luck of the draw. I've never had a 70 grading one of these coins myself. The most I've ever had on one of mine, carefully selected, was a 69. The big coin companies do seem to manage to get 70s on these, but I don't know how many hundreds they send in order to find the one or two that are unblemished 70s. So good grades on the Queen's Beast bullion coins. Fundamentally incredibly difficult. Better to pick them up already graded. There have been a few 70s recently on eBay, and you can find them. They do exist, and if you can get hold of them, buy a 69, buy a 70 if you want a graded one. Do not send these 2-ounce Queen's Beast coins in for grading yourself. It always ends up in a little bit of trouble. A couple of months ago now, maybe even longer, maybe 3 months ago, a very nice man from Malaysia sent me a whole load of really interesting mint error coins and other local coins from Malaysia. I don't know where he managed to find so many mint error coins. Maybe he'd been collecting them for a while. And I'm just going to let you look at some of these coins as they come up, because there's no point me describing each one because I don't really know enough about the particular errors, but you might enjoy just watching all these crazy, wacky errors. What I do want to talk to you about is he sent these coins to the UK from Malaysia using DHL, and DHL, and he described them perfectly well on the customs form. DHL, in their infinite wisdom, for reasons I just do not understand, imposed 20% VAT on these coins. Now, I think he overvalued them in terms of the customs declaration. He was scrupulously honest, gave the value that he thought that should be placed on these coins because they need the correct value going out of Malaysia. But, seriously, £125 of VAT was payable by me in order to receive these coins in. As it happened, they sent me an invoice and I still haven't paid it. I've queried it about 5 or 6 times because the numismatic kind of antiquity kind of value for VAT should be 5% where it's levied, not 20%. There is a special agreed rate for precisely these kind of things. It was precisely declared in the right way, and it's really, really annoying that despite me querying this maybe 5 or 6 times with DHL, they just do not listen. They are so big, they have so many departments, they do not want to know. They just keep writing back saying, take it up with customs, blah, 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 blah. And that's just ridiculous. Now, DHL, if you're listening, if you're watching, you made the mistake. It's your mistake to deal with. With great thanks to our sponsor, The Coin Connection, for agreeing to another month of 2% discounts. That's 2% off everything with the special code Kevin. Yep, Kevin, Kevin. So finally, DHL decided to write a threatening letter advising legal action if the £123 was not paid. So having phoned them up and had lots of conversations which then get ignored, I replied formally in writing with a letter to the letter that they'd sent me, and I told them that, in fact, I enclosed, I copied into the letter the emails they'd written saying they were going to deal with it, but never did. And I hope, finally, after quite a few months, they are going to deal with it. But it is their problem to deal with. They shouldn't make a mistake. Things that are correctly declared should actually be coded properly with the right VAT rate. It's just that they take the absolute lazy way out and do not do it properly. Sorry about that rant, but I'm still in negotiation. It's taken a long time to be on the phone to these people, try and get through to the right departments, press all the numbers after, one after another. It's crazy to try and get justice in this world with any big company. Anyway, enough of the rant, and well, that's a good coin, isn't it? There's a planchet. Don't often see an empty coin in a slab. I really like that one. What a cool coin. You can imagine any coin you like on that planchet. Just close your eyes or maybe superimpose something in Photoshop. We can have a good fun time with that one. So I hope that my Malaysian friend is happy with the outcome. I think he's got some really nice results on some really interesting coins. And there were some others that arrived a few weeks ago in a different tier. So I've got all of those to send back to him, and they'll take a couple of weeks to get back to Malaysia. I hope he doesn't have any problems when they go into Malaysia, and then he'll be able to show all those amazing errors off to all his friends. So that brings us to the end of the first box over a couple of videos. There's still another box left, but we've just got enough time to sneak a look at this extra large slab. And I thought these were the absolute largest of the slabs, but a news item came out today from NGC which showed that they actually do have a mega slab, which is like, I don't know how big it is. I haven't seen it relative to any other size, but a slab which is so big it can contain, 10 kilo gold coins. So you can imagine how big this slab is. And this guy sent like 5 of these coins in with 10 kilos of gold each to be graded. A businessman, I think it was in Singapore or something like that. So, and I'll try and find a picture of that and just pop it up at the end of this video so you can see what I'm talking about. This particular one could have been a better outcome. I wasn't expecting a 64. I think that, it's a Perth Mint coin. I'm amazed that any coin from Perth Mint could ever even get a 64. It really doesn't look like a 64 to me, or that bad. It should really have been better. Maybe it needed conservation or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember whether I put it in for conservation as well as just the grading, but it didn't look too bad when I had it in the original Perth Mint capsule. But hopefully the owner of that coin is not too unhappy with the result. He did get some other coins back at the same time that did have some pretty good results. So here is the picture of the 5 multi-million dollar coins that I was talking about before. And I hope you like those, and hope you enjoyed the video. And there will be another big mega results video. I think I'm going to try everything in one box next time, so there'll be a second video along, or a third video, pretty soon.